Hi, my name is Stacy Cervenka, and I'm the director of the Iowa Department for the Blind.
Hi, I'm Brandy McOmber. I'm the Division Administrator for Iowa Vocational Rehabilitation Services.
And we're here to talk today about vocational rehabilitation services that are available to Iowans with disabilities. So, Brandy, can you tell us a little bit more about Iowa Vocational Rehabilitation Services and what you offer to clients with disabilities?
Sure. So, Iowa Vocational Rehabilitation Services it's a division within the Iowa Workforce Development, which is the workforce system in the state of Iowa. With the system, we also have American Job Centers, and the American Job Centers are those locations around the state where an individual with a disability or anyone can walk in and provide and receive services that are based upon their unique needs. Within Voc Rehab, the Voc Rehab division, we offer a variety of services specifically for individuals with disabilities. So those vary based on the specific strengths, the priorities, the interests, the abilities of each individual. So eligible individuals can come in and receive services that are based on their specific individualized career plan, which we help to build with them. So that can be a variety of services to help really rehabilitate them and get them back into the workforce.
So that's kind of similar to what we do with the Iowa Department for the Blind, where we work with Iowans who are blind and low vision, and you work with Iowans who have every other type of
Correct.
disability. And both of our agencies work with the client to establish an employment goal, which we call an individualized plan for employment. And then after the IPE and the goal are established, we work with the client to determine what tools and services they'll need to reach that employment goal. Now, we're going to talk with Joseph, who is a career planner at IowaWORKS, and learn about what services are available to IDB clients. I'm at the Des Moines, Iowa Work Center with Joseph, who is a career planner. Hi, Joseph.
How's it going, Stacy?
Thank you so much for joining us. So, our clients at the Iowa Department for the Blind are often looking for employment opportunities. What services do Iowa Work Centers offer?
Yeah, so our goal here really is to assist individuals with getting from point A to point B with their career goals. So we provide a wide variety of services to help them along that path. That includes mock interviews to help prepare them for that. We can help them with their resumes. We can do career exploration if they don't know what they want to do yet, but want some help kind of figuring that out. If they do know what they want to do, we can help them with career planning and really help them figure out what that path looks like for them, and then make referrals as needed for further training or further assistance if they need it. We also have workshops that are fantastic that provide a wide variety of information, as well as hiring events, which are a great opportunity to really connect with local employers who are actively hiring.
So, if someone comes into an Iowa Work Center and they happen to be blind or low vision, what kind of accommodations or technology or assistance do you have available?
Yeah, so the biggest thing for us is really providing options. We want them to be able to decide what's going to work best for them and their situation. So with that, we provide access to Navigator as a screen reader on our computers if they'd like. We have access to our Wi-Fi, so if they want to bring in their own computer with JAWS on it, they're able to do so. We can get them connected to that Wi-Fi. We have accessible keyboard. We have a touchscreen computer if that is helpful for them. We also provide one-on-one support with our career planners. So oftentimes for the individuals that we've had come in that are wanting that additional assistance, completely up to them what's going to work best, but oftentimes they do prefer that one-on-one support.
That makes sense. So, if they do want that one on one support and they really want to have a meeting with a career planner, is that something that they make an appointment for in advance? And how do they go about doing that?
Really is best to make an appointment in advance whenever possible. To do that, you can either give us a call through our office number here, or send us an email through our Des Moines IowaWorks at iwd.iowa.gov email address. Additionally, if they're already working with an IVRS career planner or an Iowa Department for the Blind career planner, we do have an internal referral process, and they can send us over that referral. We can contact that customer right away and get something set up for them as well, so they wouldn't have to contact if they go through that process.
So, I know that the Iowa Work Centers offer a lot of really helpful in person and virtual events and programs. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we do host a hiring event here at our Des Moines office at 200 Army Post Road every Tuesday from 9 to 11. That event we call Grab a Job. We invite employers to come in that are actively hiring in the central Iowa area that are here to meet with the job seekers that are coming through our doors. So that's a great opportunity to kind of get that interaction with those employers. We also host a larger career fair out in the community at a different location kind of each time. But we do that about once every quarter or so, or once every other month on average. With that, it is another great opportunity to meet with those employers. Those are much larger events with a wide variety of careers available.
So if someone's interested in one of these events, can they just come in, or do they need to set up an account in advance, the in-person events?
Yeah, so you don't need to register for the event itself, but we do highly encourage individuals to create an IowaWORKS account before coming into any of our events or coming to receive services, just to make sure that we can get you the best service available.
That way you don't use your appointment with the career planner setting up an IowaWORKS account. You already have it coming in and you can begin utilizing it. And what website do I go to sign up?
Yeah, so it's going to be iowaworks.gov.
Excellent. Now, I know you also host a variety of virtual webinars and seminars and career events. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, so our virtual workshops are an amazing opportunity to really learn a lot of different things. So it covers resumes, it covers interview tips, it covers negotiating, and kind of everything in between. They are accessible virtually, and you can sign up for them if you wanted to through your IWorks account, but registration is not required. You can also get to it through logging into Zoom and typing in the Zoom code for it, which we make available on our Facebook website as well as can be found on our IowaWorks accounts.
So if somebody needs accommodations for either an in-person event or one of the virtual webinars, what can they do?
Yeah, it's really best for accommodations to give us a bit of a heads up just to make sure that we can provide the best services available. For our virtual workshops, we do ask a 2-week heads up. So if you can just send us an email 2 weeks in advance, that Des Moines, IowaWorks at iwd.iowa.gov email address.
Okay.
That way we can provide those accommodations. For our hiring events and our other in-person events, we just need at least a few days heads up. A week is preferred. So we can make those accommodations.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for sharing all of that information. I know that a lot of these services and events would be very beneficial for a lot of IDB clients who are currently looking for work, or maybe who are former clients who have jobs and are looking to, change career paths or move up in the workforce. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you for coming here, and we're excited to work with anybody who's wanting our services.
If you're interested in creating an account or learning more about the programs and services and events at IowaWorks, check out www.iowaworks.gov. Finally, we'll hear from Jesse from Iowa Workforce Development about some additional resources. So I'm joined by Jesse, who is the Marketing and Communications Officer at Iowa Workforce Development. Thanks for joining us, Jesse.
Yeah, glad to be with you, Stacy.
So Jesse, what is the difference between Iowa Workforce Development and Iowa Works?
That's a great question. So Iowa Workforce Development, we see this as the whole umbrella of the workforce system. It's where Iowans go to file for unemployment benefits, to seek out other programs that have assistance. And Iowa Works is really the front door of our job customer and job seeker experience. So when most of the public interfaces with us, it's at an Iowa Works office. That is the physical location, and also a place where you can get virtual services where they will experience a lot of the services that will lead to a better career path, a new career path, or new skills in their job search.
Excellent. So Iowa Workforce Development is the state agency that kind of operates all the services, and Iowa Works is the front door by which most job seekers gain access to those services.
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So what services does Iowa Workforce Development offer that might be helpful to Iowa Department for the Blind clients?
Great question. So a lot of Iowans may interact with Iowa Workforce Development if they're filing for unemployment. So they recently became out of a job and they're looking for the next steps. That's where a lot of Iowans will interact with us, but there's also many other services that some may not know about. There are services that we have for dislocated workers, those who have different barriers, and a lot of times they will find themselves at an Iowa Works center, but IWD as a whole is there to coordinate with all partners. We work with every area of the workforce, every title, everything. And what we really want to come across for the customer is that we're meeting them where they are. It's our job to help them navigate the workforce system. We know it's complicated. We know there's lots of titles and programs. That's what we don't want them to have to worry about that. We want to make it as easy as possible for them to come in and tell us where they are in their workforce experience, where they are in their career path.
So if an IDB client is interested in some of these services, the best thing for them to do would either be to go to an IowaWORKS center or create an IowaWORKS account online. And where would they do that?
Yeah, so really they can get started at workforce.iowa.gov.
Workforce.iowa, fully spelled out, IOWA.gov?
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. And that's really a good place to start for anybody, because we've really made it easy for somebody to really say, yes, I'm a job seeker, I'm a student. It's really designed for sustainable employment as well. And that's something we want to work on. You know, to come in here, it's not about a quick job or experience. It's really about how do we set that pathway for success over the long term.
And that's so important. At Iowa Department for the Blind, we also want to make sure that we're helping our clients not just find jobs, but really discover the career paths that are best for them and that they'll want to stay in for decades to come. Finally, can you tell us a little bit about the new VR Town Hall series that we started?
Absolutely. So we're excited about the Town Hall series. We really thought it would be a great collaboration between the two entities to be able to share with the public, with clients, with guardians, other people that are interested about the VR services. So every quarter we do a town hall that has a topic, and typically those are all stemming around a service that we provide. And we do a short welcome. We provide kind of an overview of that service, and then we talk about both how the services, as we've mentioned, are similar, and then if there are differences in terms of how we provide services, we also share those, which is really neat for people to be able to see the similarities and the differences, but how we all come together to make sure that Iowans are served.
Yes, absolutely. So I know that we've held VR town halls recently on pre-employment transition services and self-employment. In September, we're going to be talking about assistive technology, and these are things that anyone in the public can zoom in on and learn a little bit more about what, in this case, adaptive technology services are available to them. If you are interested in attending one of our virtual town halls with IVRS, you can find more information at www.blind.iowa.gov/town halls.